we started seeing a lot of people moving. And we started to realize that Border Patrol and DPS were not working collectively. We noticed that immediately. There was a lot of friction. You've got two different directives that are coming, one from the national government and one from the Texas government. And nobody could work with each other. They got to a point where in late September of 2022, I informed them that it was coming up together and asked everybody to leave. And we do, from a law standpoint, we have to allow the Border Patrol the ability to come in and provide them that opportunity, and we weren't going to take that away. But it did ask everybody to leave. The National Guard, Border Patrol, Border Patrol had access into our property, and that was it. After about 10 days, that all kind of worked itself out. They said, look, we're going to work together and so forth. And that's when there was a lot of drama around September 2022 about somebody closing a specific gate and somebody opening it. It was I who had opened it. It was I who had closed it. And the reason we had done that was because of the fact that the people were just wanting to push through, and they were just cutting all our fence throughout. It's our fence. Now I'm like, well, why don't we just open these things and let these people funnel through? They're still going to funnel through anyways, so we're just jumping over. And we're finding closed.
How many people?
Hundreds.
Okay.
Hundreds.
A day.
200.
A day.
Per day.
200,
Yes.
Per day.
To be
300.
very clear.
Okay.
We were having busloads of people coming in, and they were being funneled to this place they call it Firefly, which is about 25 miles from here. They would take all these people that direction. Then they started busing some people to different areas into San Antonio or whatever.
Is Firefly a processing?
Yeah, we're going there later.
Okay,
Yes, you'll be there.
okay.
So that was around September or so, when that whole gate thing had happened, and that's when I started to see it's becoming a little bit more political than anything else, where you start to get the first hint of saying the U.S. government is opening the gates. Texas, the state of Texas is wanting to keep people from coming in. Well, at that point, if you think about it, Border Patrol's having to do what it has to do because of the fact there are people that are in U.S. territory, private property, and they need to be tended to. Some coming ill, some are hurt, some are sick, and all these other things that come into play. And Magali and I, we'll say, we're Republican, and we have no problems saying who we are. We did vote for Governor Abbott. There's right and there's wrong. If I see somebody drowning, the first thing that comes to my mind is not, are you a U.S. citizen? It doesn't happen. If any one of you puts yourself in that situation, you're not going to do that. Including whether it's a child, what we've seen, what Magali and I have seen throughout the last few years, we've seen 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds just wandering around the orchard aimlessly, without any direction, where people were utilizing them, thinking that they were parents and they would just let them go and just take off. We've seen children, young ladies who've been trafficked, 11-year-olds that were pregnant. We've seen dead people just float up onto the sides of the riverbanks. We've seen people come into our property and die as they got into the property. So all those things that we've been seeing, we've been like, we need to do something. This needs to be addressed. And at that time, especially during 2022, there was a lot of media here. Fox, CNN, News Nation, every other company you can think of, media center out there. And we were wanting them to come in here and view as much as they can, capture as much video as they can, because we felt that it needed to be broadcasted. The world needed to know what was happening, because nobody was really talking about it. We felt that the U.S. government was trying to keep things, they were saying that the border was secure, which we all know it's not.